Like many creators before me, making this video gives me a bad taste in my mouth. There's a certain taboo about talking about the big D. It feels a bit like you're whining. But depression is the thing that many creatives struggle with, and while I don't consider myself depressed, I have from time to time walked the line between stress and depression. But I'm not here to talk about what I've gone through over the years. I'm here to talk about how I cope with it. Minecraft entered my life 8 or 9 years ago. I worked for a couple of Gmod server networks as a writer on their respective roleplay servers. In total, I wrote and directed scenarios for 3 servers. An original post-apocalyptic RP server, a Fallout RP server, and a Silent Hill RP server. It was fun writing new scenarios for players and organically trying to direct the turn of events by making secret deals with other players that would be in on the scenario. It could be everything from having a dozen players on the Fallout server be killed off and turned into super mutants just to form their own faction. Or it could be having certain players on the Silent Hill server portraying characters from other players' backstories. It was a great little job to have on the side. And besides doing the writing, I also took over some management stuff here and there. And then my brother asked me why we didn't run Minecraft servers. And I was like, Minecraft? That roller coaster game? And then he showed me Minecraft, and I spent 8 hours making a castle. And a day later, one of the Gmod server networks I worked for had become the multi-game network that also ran a Minecraft server, which took everyone in the community by storm. We had been used to run RP servers on already existing maps that we couldn't really change much. So then there was this endless world where we didn't have to write a story around our environment. We could write whatever we wanted and build the environment to support that. I, of course, being the macho Dane that I am, built a Viking pirate fortress and raided everyone. And then after some raids, someone blew up the entire server with TNT, and I got drafted for the military and had to say goodbye to gaming for a while. I said goodbye to one of the server networks, and they said good luck and thanks for everything. While with the other one, I tried to maintain a relationship and keep things going with my scenario. But them obviously not wanting to wait a whole week for some content every time, began taking over and being the hot-headed 20-year-old I was with a massive Shakespearean complex, I obviously wasn't gonna let some nerds on the internet take over my project. They could never do quote-unquote original post-apocalyptic fiction justice like the great and powerful Mikkelstrom Lundemann could. Oh boy, did I have an ego. And I quit because of that. Like a fucking asshole. After my service was over, I came back and I had nothing to do, so I went on this little site called Planet Minecraft and I looked for an RP server. Not because I wanted to RP, but because on RP servers there is no teleportation, and if people can't teleport they need to walk. And just like in real life, that's a lot easier if you have a road. So I went on an RP server and I quickly became the road guy. And then at some point I accidentally burnt down a Dark Elf's forest while clearing for a road, and then he began a blood vendetta against me, and he literally spent every moment on the server for 2 weeks trying to kill me. So I left. Then I went on this Planet Minecraft thing again, and I searched for RPG instead. All the levels and all the classes, but none of that edgelord drama that you get from regular RP servers. And then I found this cool place called Intercross. I played there for 2 years, and I made a ton of friends, and then it closed down because people moved on, and then some other people made their own thing, and I joined them, and then I made mine thing, and it's kind of been going on ever since, currently being in its 10th iteration. And why am I telling you all this? What's the point? Well, every time I've been really into Minecraft has been at a time in my life where it wasn't going like I wanted it to. Whether I built an MMORPG server completely solo because I got dumped, or started a vanilla server with a friend because I was waiting for school to start up. No matter what crisis I'm in, Minecraft is a game I turn to when I'm sad. Video games in general are great tools to get you in a better mood. And lots of people have their own favorite depression game, but what is it about Minecraft that draws everyone to it? Children, adults, the elderly, autistic, depressed people and alike. Well, let's find out. The best way I can think of to compare Minecraft to a journey out of a depressed state is to, well, play the game. And so we will. So you open the game, you pick your options, you generate a world, and what's the first thing you do? Yeah, you punch a tree and get a block, and then you punch another block because you need 2 logs to craft a crafting bench and a wooden axe so you can punch trees more faster. But have you ever just punched 2 logs and then done what I just said? Well, I know I haven't. I have to take at least an entire tree down, maybe 2, maybe 3, sometimes even 4. Then I craft a crafting table and an axe, and then I punch some more trees. Not just 1, maybe 2, maybe 5 will do. Now I have all the tools that I need. I should go underground and get stone with my new pickaxe. I can use that to make better tools so I can punch trees even faster. Or maybe if I'm lucky I'll even find an iron vein. But I want to punch trees. Or rather, I want the instant incremental gratification that comes from punching a tree. You get the same gratification from doing anything else in Minecraft, but stopping a repeated action can almost be hurtful to you once you're in the zone. You see the animation, you hear the tool making its way through the block, and then comes the pop. You mine and you mine. You mine strips, you mine cubes, you mine rooms with arches, and while you're doing it, you hear that sound. Again and again. It soothes that deep, dark OCD place in your heart that each and every one has. It's like heroin for neat freaks. And before you know it, you've filled an entire forest and dug out a workspace large enough to fit all your things. Now that we have a basement, it's time to build something above it. A home. Having a place to call your own is essential to finding that inner calm. It's where Minecraft really scratches an itch. Your real life might not be able to provide you with stability and security, but in a world where you make the rules, you can have a home. It sounds stupid, but hear me out. A home is the foundation for a good life. Without a home, you've got nothing to hold on to. In Minecraft, you can live however you choose. Be it in a castle, a mage's tower, a quaint cottage, or just a hole in the ground. But no matter what, in this world you have something to call your own. A virtual space that serves as an escape from your everyday life. Be it that life is just kind of hectic, or maybe even a bit hellish. And as someone who's lived on the road and been in and out of apartments, I can attest to having a place to call your own, even a virtual one only accessible by screen, is oddly calming. Our house is finished, but evil still lurks outside. And if we want to take back our lives, we need to take back the land. The world of Minecraft in this metaphor is a representation of depression. The world, when you first start fighting back, is uncaring, scary, and almost impossible to overcome. But as we light up the darkness, we keep the monsters away. But like in your depression, it's not enough to light up the dark areas of your mind. You have to build permanent defenses to prevent further attacks. If something is continuously being a source of hurt to you, you need to do something about it. Like Minecraft, sources of grief and hurt come in many different shapes and sizes. Some sneak up on you and explode like a creeper, while others, like a zombie, chip away at your health in chunks. And just like the game, there's no right way to deal with these problems. You have to experiment with solutions just like you would trying to build a mob-proof base in Minecraft. And just like in the game, sources of grief and hurt come from all directions, and you cannot hope to build a wall in each and every one of those directions in a single day. So you have to pick one at a time and defend that front. Now that we have a base, we have a stable environment that we can walk freely and explore without being attacked, and it will always be here for us to return to it. But there's a world outside these walls, and it deserves to be explored. Minecraft surprised many when it was revealed to have an end. Beat the dragon and you're done, or you could be if you wish to. But for many players, defeating the dragon is just a thing to check off your list in your Minecraft playthrough. It is far from the end of the game. Not only are there 2 more bosses to defeat, there's also, more importantly, the goal that you set for yourself. These are the most important. Everyone has beaten the Ender Dragon, but has anyone ever built a bridge extending over an entire ocean, gone exploring in its jungle tomb with their favorite kitty cat, or recreated the entire world from Zelda the Wind Waker? No, probably not, because those are my adventures. Those are things I did and goals I set for myself and accomplished. With a playground as big as Minecraft, there's no end to the goals that you can set for yourself, and as long as you're having trouble in your life, you should keep setting those goals in game. Though it's important not to forget your real world obligations. Those come first. But this game, or games in general, if used correctly, can be really powerful tools of healing. But what makes Minecraft especially effective as a healing tool is, it's not over until you say it's over.